All right, hello everyone. This video is gonna be about our trip out into the desert and cover the first part of it. You can check out the playlist for all the other videos related to this whole trip in general. But this one, we hit up two national parks in the Guadalupe Mountains area of West Texas. So Guadalupe Mountains National Park actually has the tallest peak in Texas. So we got to explore the mountaintops, but then also underneath the mountains. So it's kind of a cool way to see the best of both worlds and just explore the desert overall. So this place is about 10 hours, 10 and a half hours from Houston. So you do have to kind of commit a whole day to driving there, but it's worth the drive and there's really fun stuff to do and see there. So check it out. I'll catch you on the road. All right, we are stopped right now in Pecos, Texas, and got gas and are feeling a little peckish in Pecos. So we made a charcuterie board for the road because what else do you do when you're on the road, right? So we're getting a little bougie. And then once Ileana comes back, we're just gonna hit the road again. We have about 2 hours until Carlsbad, and we are just gonna eat some cheese and make our way over there and then enjoy the night. So having a fancy road trip this time. Guys, are we gonna see mountain lions today?
Yes.
Yes, mountain lions.
I want to see one, yes.
No, okay. I want to see a mountain lion from a distance.
Yes.
And hopefully we see that because we are headed somewhere over there through this way. And we're gonna hike to the top of Texas today, which is, I actually don't know how much elevation it is.
8,769, I think.
Really? Oh,
Somewhere
okay.
in that range.
Ileana did her homework, so we'll be good. But it's like 4.5 miles down this path somewhere. So that is what we're doing today if we survive. So but it's good. This is a very pretty park and we're supposed to go through some forest. So we'll see how that looks like. All right, catch you at the top. Okay, we're gonna touch the tallest point. Okay, update time. So we just are on our way back down the mountain right now, and it's a pretty steep and rocky hike, so definitely be prepared for that. But it's really pretty. Here are some of the views that you get to see on the way down. Rocky. Okay, so I got a little bit ahead of Priya and Ileana because I sometimes just like to run down, but they are up there. So I am probably gonna make it down before they do. But this is it's just so much fun, this trail. So just a short drive from Guadalupe Mountains National Park is another national park that we went to. So it's we did it in 2 different days. So the first day we did a day hike of Guadalupe Mountains. We stayed the night in Carlsbad. And then the second day we went to the other national park, and it's really good if you're there. I would recommend just doing them both at the same time because they're right next to each other, so might as well. And they're very different as well. So that's kind of a cool part of it. Guadalupe Mountains, obviously, you get to go to the tippy top, and a lot of the park itself is very backcountry. So you really only access a short little part by the road, and then you can actually access a lot of the backcountry and see other areas. So if you have more time, you can spend more time in Guadalupe Mountains, but one day was kind of enough for us. So I'll see you at the second park. Another day, another national park. I'll give you 5 seconds to guess which one we're at right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we are at Carlsbad Caverns National Park, and we're very excited for another day in the desert, except now we're exploring underneath the ground instead of above it. So stay tuned for the adventures. Okay, so this is where we are.
I was like, well, we have hand sanitizer. Oh, I see some over there.
And then we're gonna walk down this path to the Bat Cave. Go through the Bat Cave, the main corridor.
Yeah, there is no.
Oh, there might have been some.
And then this, I guess, is a lunchroom.
Yeah, exploring the caves for the first time would have been crazy.
And this is all the caves. It's massive. It is huge. And it just keeps going. Look at that. Down there. It is like massive area. So I'm very excited to explore all of this. Okay, we're gonna go on a monster hunting expedition now, I guess, and try to figure out in this entire cave system, are there monsters? So we will keep you updated as to our findings and report back. We are getting going. There is the entrance to the caves. So we are gonna go take the natural entrance down. It's apparently about a 45-minute walk down. They have like a snack bar and all this stuff down there, so kind of excited to see what that looks like. But normally they have like a bat flight where you can see all the bats coming out over here, but I think because of COVID that's kind of closed down, so we can't see that. But I guess we're gonna be walking through like where the bats are, so I guess we'll probably smell them, I guess. At minimum. Yeah, so we'll keep looking at all the formations and see how they look. Okay, so there's 70 switchbacks as we go down here, or 60 switchbacks or something. 60 switchbacks over 70 stories, basically. And we have to be whispering because your voice just carries so much through these caves. So like, hopefully the mic picks it up through the mask. But it's really, really cool. I can literally hear the echo as I'm talking right now. It is like so mystical.
And you can also feel the temperature going
Yeah, literally the temperature drops like 5 degrees every step you take. It's amazing. So I'm very excited for this. Guys, it's literally so dark in here. I don't know if you can even see my face, but I'm like trying to figure out put it in the night settings for the camera as we walk through. But I'm like, you're literally walking through like pitch black. There's literally nothing here except these like lights along the walkway. It is so cool. All right, so we're actually currently in Carlsbad Caverns National Park right now. But you can see the last national park where we're at way over there in the distance, which is Guadalupe Mountains National Park. And I don't know if you can see it super clearly on the camera, but there's kind of like a part where like this ridge of mountains like drops off. And then one like bump to the right of that is basically Guadalupe Peak. And that is the top of Texas, and that is what we hiked. I'm gonna take my mask off, actually there's no one nearby. And that is what we hiked yesterday. And then here, we're kind of at like the north end of the Guadalupe Mountains, which is Carlsbad Caverns National Park. This is the visitor center. And you kind of walk over that direction, and that takes you to the natural entrance of the caves. But the views here are really pretty, where you're kind of up on this like high ledge, and you can see all of this area, which used to actually be underwater several 100 million years ago. So just imagining how much water there must have been to cover all that is kind of crazy, but it's really cool. And now we're gonna have lunch and then drive towards Las Cruces. But on the way, we're gonna try and sneak in a hike in Lincoln National Forest. There's like a 2-mile hike that's supposed to be pretty. So we're gonna try and make it there, and then try to catch some sunset and some fall foliage in the forest there. So hopefully we'll be able to see that, all right? All right, hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was our trip to Guadalupe Mountains National Park and Carlsbad Caverns National Park. If you want to keep checking out the rest of the videos, you can look at our trips to the White Sands, to Saguaro National Park, and Chiricahua National Monument as well. There's a lot to do out here in the desert, and really beautiful scenery and hikes to do. So would love to go back again another time, and I think you guys would like it too. But this trip, definitely one to keep in mind, and maybe even do again, because it is just that cool. So thanks for watching, and stay in touch.